friends in common. What are you passionate about? Passionate.
The Passion Show on CFRU 93.3 FM, Guelph, Ontario. With Wizard.
I'm a what? Or Wizard Harry.
With
Hello world, you are listening to The Passion Show on CFRU 93.3 FM. It's a do-it-together radio show all about passions and the people who have them. My name is Wizard.
Leonard Squozen.
Leonard in the house.
SENSIBOY, you can call me SENSIBOY too.
SENSIBOY.
Being sensitive is one of my passions.
Being sensitive. So that's where that comes from.
Yes.
SENSIBOY. That's what I call you in my head. In the past few weeks, I've been like, I gotta hit up SENSIBOY. Like, is it time? Is it SENSIBOY time? And then a few days ago, I was like, you know what? SENSIBOY time.
And I saw the wizard casting a spell my way immediately. It was picking up in my, I was sensitive to the spell.
Yeah.
And it all came together really quickly. So it seems like it was time.
Exactly. I love when it comes together quickly. I really don't like chasing the tail around the dog.
Yeah.
I want to just get in here. Boom.
We went to, as you said before, we went from the frills to the fru.
From the frills to the fru. You know, if any of you listeners ever catch me walking around no frills or anywhere, say hi. Get on just say, hey, Wizard, put me on your radio show, and I'll say, okay.
And you could be...
Or it could even be the opposite. I'm pretty sure
right
I seeked you out. I was like, yo, you have a CFRU show? Get on my show, boy.
Yes, you did. But I am happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you here. I want more CFRU people.
I hear the show. So a lot of my CFRU listening is in the car when I'm driving around. I know I told you this.
Yeah.
But haven't told the listeners. I always have, I guess it's one of my passions, having CFRU on when I'm driving around.
Yes, I love that.
I catch your show sometimes, and I always love hearing it. I think it's a great show.
I really appreciate that.
I'm always happy to hear it when it's on. And I always go, yes, Wizard, Passion Show.
Man, that's surreal. That is so surreal for me to hear, because it's like I can know that like people in my life listen to it. I can know hypothetically that it goes on the radio waves, and I love that it does. But it's such a mystery box when it goes out on those waves. It's like, who's listening, who's not? And it's validating to know.
I'm very familiar with the mystery box of who's listening, who's not listening. I remember when I saw you here at the station one time. I told you that I liked your show, and I heard your show, and you were surprised.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember that. Man, that was a while ago.
That was.
Yeah, I'm always surprised. Whenever anyone listens to this program, I'm like, are you sure? But no, it makes sense. It's popular. It's a popular station. Everyone loves CFRU.
People, I think one of the things that happens is what I do. People have it on in the car because the way radio works, people sort of scan the dial. Mm-hmm. And if there's something that they don't want on one of the stations they listen to, they'll scan to the next one. And if you're somebody that gives CFRU a chance, chances are something cool might be on CFRU, and you just will rock with it and stick there. I
love it. Every time I put it on, I feel like I hear some wacky new thing. I'm hearing like drone music or metal, or like yesterday I tuned in and heard like some 1930s like throwback show. He's playing radio from the past.
Is it Doug Blackwood?
You betcha it is.
It seems like old times.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a cool show.
Such a cool program. I was like, what am I listening to right now?
Seems like old times with Doug Blackwood.
I should get in touch with him.
Yeah.
I should get in touch with everyone on CFRU. It's been you, and I had on Nuki DeBomb, who used to have a show called The Bombcast.
Yep,
she's awesome. Nuki. She did a really sweet passion show. That was one of the early ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's great.
I gotta keep going. I gotta keep at the CFRU people.
Yeah, there'd be probably some good candidates out there.
Oh, definitely. And I don't even have to do the spiel with them.
Yeah.
Don't have to, like, the rules.
You got to skip that today with me. You got to skip that with Sensi today.
Yeah, Sensi Boys knows what's up. This guy's got to figure it out. So you're here today, and it's lovely to be able to skip there's a part of the show you're a listener, you would know that a lot of the time the start of these episodes is kind of boring because we're just talking about how we know each other.
Right.
And it's like, okay, yeah.
I did like the start of the last episode, though, as I told you.
Yeah, that one's a little different because it's my sister, so there's some kind of fun context there.
It was, I liked the start of it. I was actually listening to it with my sister.
Really?
Incidentally, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and she said, I think he's listening to it with his sister, just like you are right now. Or doing the show with his sister.
That's beautiful. That's actually really sweet. I like that a lot.
Yeah, we do dog walks. I've seen you out, I think, with Mark, maybe. I was walking my dog.
Yeah.
That was like 2 years ago along the trail, along York Road Trail.
Yep. We love going down there, past the beautiful Hermosa River.
Yeah.
York Road, we're denizens of the ward.
Yes.
I love the ward.
I love the trails. That's one of the things I'm passionate about, being out in nature on the trails. I know you like nature as well.
I sure do. I work there. Nature's the best.
Yes.
I love that trail. I love climbing trees. I love being outside.
Same. That's always been something. I used to climb trees. I grew up in a rural area.
Oh, yeah?
So I grew up with nature around and climbing trees, and going out into wilderness was very easy for me. Something that you take for granted when then you end up living in a city. Guelph's not a big city or anything,
but it's different.
Still got great trails and nature and stuff, but it's a lot different. I lived briefly out at Guelph Lake at the old schoolhouse out there. Peter Bradley, who used to be a CFRU person, he was a manager here for a bit, but the music director prior to that, he found that they were renting the schoolhouse out there, and it's owned by the conservation authority, so you can't build around it, that land. Okay. So it's the old schoolhouse. It's up by the lake, and it's this super old building, and he rented it, and I moved in after he moved out, and it reminded me of my childhood when I would go home there. It'd be all of a sudden you get home and it's like crickets, and you look up and you can see the stars, the light pollution's gone. Oh man, I hate light pollution. Yeah. I grew up in Saskatchewan. Okay, that's where my mom's from. Oh, there we go. That's amazing. Where in particular in Saskatchewan? She is from Moose Jaw? No, North Battleford. Oh, nice. Yeah, North Battleford. Oh, but up there, I played a hockey tournament in North Battleford when I was a kid one time. That's where she's from. And Saskatchewan, beautiful. Very, very little light pollution there, believe it or not. Yeah, I believe it. So I kind of miss it. I don't kind of miss it. I miss it a lot. That's cool. So you were from Saskatchewan. Yep. And the nice vast prairies. You can see the dog running away for 3 days. Ha ha ha. That's what everyone always jokes about. When did you come to Ontario then? When I was 11 or 12 years old. Okay. And it was literally the same time my mom, I think, basically. Yeah, that's fun. Guess it's the time to leave Saskatchewan. It's a good time to leave Saskatchewan. I feel like it was all I had known, but I still was like plastic enough in my development to like latch onto Ontario. Yeah. I don't feel like totally like misplanted here. I feel like this has become my home. And like I love Ontario. Yeah. And Saskatchewan is like a funny basis and memory for me. I can think about the stars there. There are plenty of good places to see the stars without light pollution here in good old Ontario. Yeah, I mean, growing up in rural Ontario, I feel like it wouldn't have been super different from definitely not depending where you were in Saskatchewan. Estevan, middle of nowhere. All right. Yeah, so similar in certain ways probably. But I mean, when you're in Southern Ontario, inevitably you're not too far from Toronto. You can see the glow of Toronto from Guelph at night. That always strikes me. I'm like, there it is. I see you, purple Toronto on the horizon at like 2 a.m. glowing up the sky. Just lurking and glowing away. Always looming over us. The big smoke. You never get away from it. Yeah. The one compilation we did here at the station, just west of something big, it's like west, because Guelph's just west of Toronto. So we kind of, in certain ways, so that was the name of a compilation that had happened way before my time here, and we just resurrected the name. And they would have picked it because, especially even back then, I think it was very much like you're in Toronto or you're not in Toronto. You're like, where are you in relation to Toronto? West of Toronto, east of Toronto? That's funny. Yeah, that's how it feels sometimes. Yeah. But at least I feel like more so, I feel like Guelph is defined by being close to like KW. Now it's different because the area's built up around here. KW's built up a lot. Cambridge. I'm happier about Guelph being closer to Hamilton than I think about even like I prefer to go to Hamilton than Toronto a lot of the time. Oh yeah. Likewise, Hamilton's got a sweet scene. Yeah. And the waterfalls, man. They have good nature trails there. The escarpment. Yeah, shout out Motem, my buddy Motem. We go on nature trail walks there. He's a musician from Hamilton. And we like the nature. We do grounding. We used to do grounding along the trails, take our shoes off and everything. Oh, that's the best. Get along in touch with the Hamilton nature. which people don't think about Hamilton because of the smokestacks.
It's got
and
that
everything.
hammer reputation.
But it's not as much that way as it used to be as far as like the production, I don't think, the industry. But the vibe of the city is very similar to that, I think.
Yeah, definitely. It's got a little bit of a grittier element to it.
But
Especially
anyway-
downtown. Driving around in
anyways-
downtown Hamilton's like a nightmare.
Yes, I had a couple bad experiences with that not too long ago, actually.
I'd say worse than downtown Toronto for me.
Well, it's all the one-way streets are tricky. in
Exactly.
Hamilton. Not passionate about that.
No, but then on that note, what are you passionate about?
So the one thing, I know it's good when I've heard a lot of episodes and it branches out, but one of the things, and this is a little bit meta to be doing this on the show,
Hey, I love the meta shows.
one of my biggest passions is doing my radio shows with what I prefer to call unique ability people.
Okay.
So they're they used to be referred to as special needs people,
Okay.
or now the school system will say learning delayed or developmentally delayed LD or DD.
Developmental delay is what I hear.
Yeah, but that still has a
school that I
negative
work
connotation to me. Somebody that I supported a long time ago, first unique abilities person I did a radio show with was the older sister of Grandmaster Mario, somebody else I've done a show with in the past. And we kind of came upon the unique abilities approach to
Unique abilities.
referring to, because oftentimes people have these different abilities, and it's not about you don't need to focus on the disability. You can focus more on like the abilities, the unique abilities, and maybe there's some extra support that's needed, but it doesn't have to be viewed in a negative way.
No, yeah, like that's a frame. It's a frame of thinking, right? And
Yeah.
I like the idea of going into that, saying unique abilities, and start from that perspective. And
A lot of times
it's
it's
be
a
more
lot
about
of-
building up.
Yeah, a lot of reframing is helpful with this stuff. So I do
That's
right
awesome.
now 3 shows a week with my unique abilities people, and I've done several shows in the past that aren't happening right now, but also with unique abilities people. And the whole idea fits really well with your show, because what I do is try to explore these people's passions with their show. So, for example, my newest show is Hellfire Radio with Saxon. He loves metal music. So
That's right.
This was the passion, that direction he wanted to go with his radio show. And the cool thing about CFRU, shout out CFRU and all of the
We
volunteers
love
and
CFRU.
staff. It's been so great. I feel so lucky to have this as a resource in the community to explore these passions that these people have. So the first, trying to think here, I guess officially Electrified Voltage would be the first full-on show hosted with one of my unique abilities people, and he at the time,
Electrified Voltage.
Yeah.
It's a dope name.
I know,
I like
it's
it.
the
This
best.
isn't normal voltage. This is electrified
Voltage. It is
I'm into that.
supercharged. Power Up with Electrified Voltage is
Supercharged electrified.
Power Up with Electrified Voltage is his show. So, but the first show, Silver Screen Dream Machine, is what came before Power Up.
Oh, that is a tight name. I like that.
And I think the Green Screen Dream Machine room took inspiration from our Silver Screen Dream Machine show to name it, where
The
they do
green
all
screen
those.
dream machine.
Yeah, where they.
I didn't know that people called it that. That's great.
One of the PSAs calls it that. I'm pretty sure.
Green screen dream machine.
Yeah.
It's got a good flow to it.
Yeah. So, anyways, he had written Electrified Voltage had written about 400 IMDb reviews at the time, and we were
Awesome.
we were trying to come up with. I was trying to come up with how I wanted to help Electrified get involved in the community more and pursue things he was passionate about. So. He doesn't talk a lot. He's pretty like fairly nonverbal, I would say. And I didn't expect him to want to host a radio show. But I said we could work on the show together. What do you think? We could work on it. I could do the talking. And he was really interested in doing the show. And we started doing the show. And then he wanted to talk on air, which was awesome. And then before long, he says he wants to do his own show,
Yes.
all on his own.
Okay.
So this was just like, I was very pleasantly surprised. His parents were over the moon. This was just something that his parents had never thought he would ever do. So he does power. He's been doing it for over 10 years now. He's
woof. Okay.
past his. I can't remember. He's at a high show. He counts his shows. He's at a high show mark right now.
I love counting my shows. I'm such a nerd for that.
Yeah.
I think we are currently living in show number 84 of the Passion Show.
All right, there we go.
There you go. Me and Electrified share that one in common. Stack
them
them up.
Stack them up. I should do a better job. I like that stuff, but I lose track of the show sometimes. But I like that he keeps track. So anyways, we're doing the Silver Screen Dream Machine show, and it's about movies, and then he fires up Power Up with Electrified Voltage, and just takes off with it. That show is so awesome.
Man, I need to check this out.
It's Power Up with Electrified Voltage is all international rock music.
Oh,
so it's
man.
rock music from around the world.
I love that. I love that.
He plays really cool stuff on that show.
As much as I love good old CanCon, you know.
Yeah, and he does. It's easy to get CanCon in there because you're playing all different, all around, right?
That's so cool. I really should check that out because I'm a big music lover.
Same. That's one of my passions, and that will come up, I guess, already through the radio show discussion. So then along comes Boss Taylor with the Griffin Sports Report show.
Oh, I've heard about this one. I read a Guelph today. One of the reasons I even became aware of CFRU was reading a Guelph Today article about that show.
Really?
Yep. Years ago.
Oh wow!
Because it's a few years old, right?
It's
if I'm
past
thinking
10
of
years
the same,
now too.
Yeah.
We've been rocking that one for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I read about this. I distinctly remember it's one of the few CFRU things that got me familiar with CFRU before I decided. Cool. I remember reading about that and thinking, wow, that's really cool. And knowing Byron Murray, who does To Know the Land.
I love Byron. That's one of my favorite shows.
We all love Byron. That show is amazing.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing the CFRU booth at Hillside. Cool. And talking to the people. And then various people said, Wizard started a radio show. And so all of those things came together.
Led to, wow, I'm going to tell Boss Taylor this week. I'll tell him Wednesday about that.
It's true. I remember that. I hadn't even thought about that until you brought it up. But I remember reading.
Boss Man will be excited about that.
Sweet.
I know there's been a lot of with that show. That show has a lot of little stories in the community like that. Somebody I know in town told me of a time they were in their car listening to CFRU and they heard that show and they could tell what was going on. They're like, SENSIBOY is doing a show with like somebody with Down syndrome on CFRU right now, and this show's so amazing. And it actually brought them to tears, and they started crying in the car. They told me later, like they just didn't know about the show or anything, and then heard it and figured out what was going on, and I guess started having an emotional, a sensy moment in the car.
Sensy moment, a verified sensy moment. That could be a good title for this show.
Could be.
Verified Sensey moments. But I won't box myself in. A lot of times on this program, I'll hear someone finally say, that's going to be the name of the show. Then later I change my mind. So who's to say? But
who's to say? That's a contender.
That's definitely a contender. Man, I had no idea you did so many shows.
Yeah, so there was actually a meeting. This is a funny story. There was a meeting when I wanted to start. So I had going Silver Screen Dream Machine with Electrified and Griffin Sports Report. I like to call it used to be Special Olympics Variety Hour as well, because we have music and we have musicians on. But I'm moving away from the special needs thing. That's the old, the unique abilities is more the direction I want to go, and that doesn't have the same ring for the Unique Abilities Variety Hour. Kind of sounds cool, actually, but
we can workshop that. Bring that to the lab.
But yeah, but then I wanted to get Saxon was really into doing a show and wanted to do a metal show, and so then that was going to be the third show I was on, which I'd never been on 3 at a time, and they had to have a meeting about whether it was okay to have somebody the same voice on 3 different shows because it was going to. The concern was it was going to be the same voice too often, and so they had a meeting with the programming committee. And apparently it wasn't a very long meeting, and it was unanimously decided that they wanted these shows because of the Unique Abilities content that was so in favor of CFRU's mission to integrate marginalized people. And they said we need the shows, so yes, we
That's amazing.
I understand the concern, though. I totally understand
Totally, because like
the logic behind the concern.
If you came in and said, "I would like to run the 5-hour-long, Sensi marathon every week," it'd be a different story.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like these shows are all unique, and they're all important.
And I'm not that my opinion and my passions and my desires are not the focus of any of these shows. I enjoy all of the things that these shows are about, but the focus is on exploring the passions of the people that I'm doing the show with.
We're like you're saying words that have exited my mouth many times. That's exactly how I feel about this program.
So in some ways, yeah, we do a similar kind of thing here.
Absolutely.
Which is cool.
Yeah, this show is not the show is, man, I've gone down this rabbit hole so many times of trying to figure out what the artistic statement of the show is. Like, what's the point of this? And it's like, this show is undeniably about Wizard, but it's also not about Wizard at all.
One thing that comes up a lot on your show that I really appreciate is sort of like a meditation reflection type of concept. I've noticed comes up a lot, which I really appreciate.
I'm happy you appreciate that, because sometimes I get self-conscious about that.
I wouldn't at all. It's one of the things I really like about it.
That is very good to know, because
it's one of the main things I really appreciate about it. Hearing people talk about that subject helps you to remember how much you want to participate in that kind of state of mind yourself, and that how it's more possible for you than you think when you get caught up in your busy life racing around. You can slow down and be mindful, and hearing people talk about it and hearing people talk about how they approach it immediately, just for me anyways, helps me to get into that state of mind and to remember to think of things that way.
Yeah, that is my default state of things. I love, the sort of metatextual, meditating and ruminating. What are we doing here? What is this? Thinking about patterns in this show. It's fun. And it is good, and it's helpful, and I shouldn't be afraid of it.
Not at all.
Should just embrace that aspect of the show.
Embrace it, go with it. It's one of the best parts about your show.
I really appreciate that.
100 billion%.
That's a big number.
Yes.
100 billion.
So you work with Byron at the...
Outdoor school.
Outdoor school, yeah.
That's right. I sure do. We work together once a week. We see each other all the time.
I'm jealous.
It's pretty sweet. It's we love Byron. Byron's just the best guy.
Totally.
I need to make an appearance on his show.
That would be, if I could put a request in.
Oh yeah,
that'd be my top request.
Him and I have been talking about that for a while, and you know what? The fact that you feel that way, I feel like that's gonna light my fire a little bit. We can make that happen.
Well, it's a wish of mine. It's on my wish list.
As a double wish listener. Well, man, if you ever have any other guests, send people to me. I'm so open. Like, if you got people,
I don't want to dilute my Byron wish list. Right
you know
now.
what? Yeah. Yeah, no other wishes.
No other wishes right now.
Uh-huh.
And given I'm talking to Wizard, I don't want to... The spells have their time and place, and they work in certain ways.
You're very right. This show is a spell. Every time I come on here, I'm casting spells. We're casting a spell together. Like, the way that this show manifests stuff is crazy. Like, in my life. I'm not trying to say I've got the greatest show ever. It's a magic show.
But look how things worked out.
But it does work out.
You cast the spell over, and immediately...
Uh-huh. And now here we are.
Yep, yes, for sure. Oh, yeah, I'll be there Monday night.
Yeah. And it's crazy how much that works for me.
So that happens? Yeah. That happened. That's not a unique...
No. I mean, you were a pretty quick turnaround for sure. But a lot of the guests I had in here just before this show, Mercury, this is another thing that I love on this show, is how self-referential it can be. Because I'm always doing this. Yeah, Mercury was on the show last week, a.k.a. an hour ago in real life. And why did I bring that up? I don't know. I forgot. We were also talking about previous guests, and she gave me this little lavender.
I noticed that. That's beautiful.
Isn't that sweet? Sorry, listeners. That's the chair, if you were curious. That's where the listeners are sitting. On that little gray chair over there.
Hello.
Hey, listeners.
I sit in that chair sometimes with them.
It's a good chair.
Yeah.
And
I find those chairs to be some of the more comfortable ones here. They don't have wheels, but
they're very nice.
They're very sturdy, and they have a good feel to them.
Mm-hmm. And
so the listeners are comfortable right now.
I hope they are. They're in their car right now, presumably. honk honk beep beep, driving around listening to the Passion Show. Don't visualize the little lavender in my ear too hard. Focus on the road.
Although the time of your show, traffic usually isn't too bad. I know from hearing your show
That's
when
true.
I'm in the car, it's usually not a stressful time to drive as
No.
long as you're okay driving at night.
Windows down, cruising.
Yeah.
It sounds great. I've only listened to my own show one time in the car, and it was a wonderful experience. And it was just a coincidence. I was driving around and CFRU was on. I'm like, oh man, that's me.
That's my show.
That's my voice. It's kind of surreal.
It is weird. I struggled with it at first. When I would hear myself, I would be really hard on myself or uncomfortable with how my voice sounded on air. But after doing so many shows for so long now, you get over it.
Yeah, and I think I'm really happy that obviously I had the same thing. I think everyone.
I think it's a pretty normal.
And I think it's
response.
been good for my spirit to overcome that. It feels good to be able to hear my voice and be like,
Be okay with
yeah,
it.
sure, that's how I sound. It's not how I think I sound when I'm talking, but
Yeah, and it's maybe not how you want to sound.
yeah, but it's how I sound.
But it's how you sound. And you just have to get comfortable with it.
Yeah, getting comfortable. It's like I have to trust people when they say that they like it. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, if you guys like the show, I like the show, we all like the show. My voice must be fine, I guess.
I've seen this with people time and time again, and it big time was the case for me when I was starting out at CFRU, and other people that I've seen starting shows, they'll be really hard on themselves and down on themselves. Interestingly enough, not the unique abilities people I do my shows with.
Yeah.
They don't seem to.
I love
for
that.
them, it's like they're doing this thing that they just can't believe they're exploring something they're so passionate about in the community, networking with people. We have people on these shows all the time. Two of the shows anyways have regular guests from the community.
I love that. I love the idea of a regular guest. I try and do that sometimes.
Well,
Bring
I mean
people
by that I
back.
mean we have guests regularly, I should
Yeah.
say. But sometimes there is like DeVere comes on Hellfire. DeVere, who another CFRU person, Funky Blues Doctor from Planet Groove. The Funky Blues Doctor.
Funky Blues Doctor.
Yeah, DeVere's
It makes me
awesome.
so like I like my wizard name, but the wizard
Oh,
name.
come on, you got the best one.
The wizard name's great, but
You
it's
get the
Funky
best
Blues
one.
Doctor. I mean, it's definitely clean. There's a clean shortness to wizard, 6 letters.
I'm super hype on your name. It's
It's pretty good.
incredible.
The branding with the hat, it goes pretty hard.
Yes. No, you're up top tier with.
Oh, I appreciate that. And the wizard name precedes a CFRU by year. I've been wizard since 2014.
I heard about you. Magda told me about you, and you weren't on the air yet. And I heard about. She was saying Wizard because she was really following Shebad and like the Shebad circle.
That's great.
And
That's
you were
funny.
like in the Shebad circle
I am very much associated with
from
the
the very
Shebad
early days.
rules. Yep.
Yeah, so she
That's
knew
crazy that-
about.
that's
she knew
so
about
cool.
Wizard from that.
That's a trip to hear that.
She's like a day one Shebad fan.
Oh, yeah,
so,
the Shebaddy.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, they're great, eh?
Amazing, incredible,
Yeah.
amazing people, amazing music. Can't say enough good things about them.
And they've got a new single coming out soon. Get excited.
I'm excited. I
Probably
can't wait.
actually before this episode airs. I think this episode's airing in like towards the end of June. They'll have a new single out.
Okay.
So everyone go check it out.
They came on. Now I just so
On
many shows.
CFRU Live.
They came on one of my shows, and it was. Did they come on Hellfire? I think they maybe came on Hellfire.
That rings a bell. I'm in my mind palace right now.
I think I would have been trying to maybe have it be on the Griffin show, but because that's a sports show, sometimes we've had a lot of music. Like we've had like Bonnie Trash played in the green screen room
Yeah?
on the sports show.
That's amazing. They're the best.
Bri
Eh?
from
Those
Radio-
guys shred.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge Bonnie Trash fan. I can't say how much of a fan I am. It'd be just the rest of the show would be about that.
Yeah.
Definitely passionate.
We've got the
about it.
best scene, eh? I love this town.
Now, yeah, it goes in cycles, but even I'll say for CFRU, it's popping off now, and through shows like yours, lots of other shows.
The Wednesday night
I've seen the
setup,
cycles
it's so cool.
go, and it's not. I feel like we're in a good phase of CFRU right now with the shows. We have a lot of good shows.
Yeah, I gotta hit up.
I'm very grateful
I want to
for.
get bedtime stories on Passion Show.
That'd be cool.
I want to get DJ Light FM.
DJ Double D.
DJ Double D. him and I did Hillside together last summer, and he's like
Double D's
cool
the
dude.
best. Yeah, I'll give a shout out to Double D. He's always giving a shout out for us on Hellfire. We're day mates, so we are the show before him. Hellfire is right before him on Fridays.
Sweet.
So Friday goes Hellfire, then Light FM. All the lighters out there, get your lighters out. Lightest hits.
Get lit.
And then it goes into Jazzify, Magda's show.
And
then the two hip hop shows after that, we've got Gamma Crush and DJ Jules, I think it is. The two hip hop shows after that are great hip hop shows.
Sweet.
Fridays.
I need to start
Friday.
hitting up Friday people because like the reason I got Nuki on the show is just because her show is on right before mine. So I listen to it a bunch, and therefore I hit her up.
Makes sense.
I need to start doing that more. Get my day mates on here.
Get the Daymates on. Yeah, it's cool vibes with the Daymates. And I should say before Hellfire, La Videoteca, Guri Guri. Shout out to Guri Guri. That's an amazing show. And he comes on our show a little bit at the end. He'll carry over. We play his music from Hyperopia Records, his record label.
He's got a record label?
Yeah, they put out cool music.
That's awesome.
They put out one of the coolest old Guelph things, Maggot Fodder.
Maggot Fodder.
Yeah, an old Guelph band their album didn't get out. This thing they put it out on vinyl, and it had not been released. It had been recorded and not properly released back in the 80s.
Oh my god!
And so they put out a proper release. That Maggot Fodder vinyl is one of the coolest things they put out. They put out another one about Cornwall pizza.
Cornwall pizza.
Cornwall pizza record. It's a 7-inch and it comes in a little pizza box.
Oh, I
highly recommend that one.
I love learning Guelph lore stuff. I only moved here in 2021. I'm not an old Guelph head.
So you haven't been here super long yet?
No, but I love this town. I feel like I'll stay here for the rest of my life.
So I found out about you Guelph. Then. You weren't in Guelph long, and I found out about you. So you made
I essentially moved here I lived with Shebad in 2021.
Okay.
I was friends with Chicho in the past from working at summer camp together.
Right.
And I heard those first couple of singles, and I was like, this is actually going to the moon. And him and I are great friends, and we always wanted to make art together. And I had been living with my parents during COVID.
Yeah.
And I said, he had a basement room open in his place. I was like, I'm quitting my job. I'm moving to Guelph. I'm going there as soon as I can because I got to be part of this project. And so that's why I'm in Guelph at all.
Cool. Well, it worked out, I think.
Yeah, right? It's the project. I was right. It took off. It's an amazing project.
Yes.
And this town is just like, I had not even considered Guelph really before that. But I've come to discover that this is just such a rich, incredible community.
Yes.
And it's so in line with who I am as a person.
And it's very much the product of the communities, the different communities, the neighborhood groups, the community initiatives. It's not the municipal government. I'm not going to get political on
it certainly
the show,
isn't.
But I know other cities have way more support for the things that happen here, get funded better, and are more infrastructurally supported in other cities. And they happen here because of the people and the community, which is something that's very interesting about Guelph.
So true. And it's funny that you bring that up. I've done more websites for London bands than Guelph bands because London pays bands.
They get money. Yeah, they get funding.
Yeah, and every time I'm like, man, I'm jealous of this. I wish that my town was like that.
There was a festival, Gricklegrass, and then it became something else. I saw Shebad play at it. Bonnie Trash has played at it. And a friend of mine was one of the people running it. One of the people started it, Adam Sturgeon from Status Non-Status.
Oh, shout-outs. Great dude.
Yeah, and do you know Adam?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
We're actually in cahoots with him to get outdoor school shirts made this summer.
Oh, cool.
And he did the Passion show. I did a big shirts sale last September, fundraiser. And he made me 50 Passion show shirts.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
With his Resonance company.
Cool.
Another London. London is a real theme.
And
here.
they would get funding for that festival, and I'd be looking at the lineups, and I'd be seeing how much they were charging, and I would just be like, so you got like a decent amount of funding for this? And they're like, yeah, we got decent. You know, it's all relative, right? And they're thinking like, "Woo, we could use more money probably." But then when you compare to what something like that would get in Guelph, now London's a way bigger city. You can't directly compare, but even proportionally,
that's the thing. So you can feel the proportional difference.
We would get nothing like that here for something like that.
Yeah, which is why it's amazing that we have the scene that we do.
Yes,
it's so grassroots. It's so
by the community, for the community,
driven.
Big time. And that's one of the things I'm passionate about. Is Guelph and the community that we have and the people that do things, and that we don't let it stop us, that we're not getting the support from municipal funding and other things like that, that it still happens. And it's something that we can't take for granted, that we have to really embrace and cherish and keep nourishing.
Exactly. That's what I want for myself. That's what I like. I'm so inspired by the people who make things happen.
Yeah.
And whatever part the Passion Network can be in all of that, that's what I want.
And that's when Guelph became that's when I started to feel like I was living the place I wanted to be in. It was when I started connecting with the community through, and it all came through CFRU. Yeah. So years ago, and I don't want to dive too far into it, but I got isolated, and so I'm a neurodivergent person, and I always only had one friend growing up, basically. So I would have my one friend, and I would do everything with them. And I was out in the country too, so like it's not like there wasn't a lot of people around. It's like
I know how that feels.
You get your parents to drive you to like one person's house. That's doable. But you don't have a lot of kids on the street. It's not like all your friends are going to be able to come over because they can bike over or something. So I always had the one friend. And then I had that mentality carried over to when I came here. I came here to go to school, and then I had my one friend, and my one friend went away on exchange to Scotland and was gone. And I had another friend, but he was in kind of a relationship that made him like pull away from our friendship. So I got isolated, and I got quite depressed, and I was really struggling. Yeah. And I was trying to drop out of school. Things were not going well. I was just overwhelmed with, I don't want to go too much into it, but it was not going well for me. And then I came to CFRU, and I got connected to the community through the radio station. And it kind of, to sum it up in a quick way, it kind of saved my life. It kind of saved and it's why I'm still in Guelph. It's why I care about Guelph as much as I do. It's why I care about the community. That's kind of, I see for you as one of my the passion I started with, and with the shows that I do here, all of that ended up. I came here, did my own radio show called Fishing with Boston. This was prior to any of my Unique Abilities shows. So I did Fishing with Boston, and that was inspired by a show called Fishing with John, which was it's an old show that there'd be guests on. They'd go fishing. Anyways, Boston Carlisle came out of my dad was, I needed a radio name, and then that came about. My dad was doing his boating license, and he needed to be verified by somebody that wasn't a family member, so I wanted to come up with a fake name. And I came up with Boston Peterson, which was partly inspired by Oscar Peterson, the jazz musician.
This is great.
So I went with Boston Peterson, and then I thought, no, something needs, and then it became Boston Carlisle. So I was Boston Carlisle for a while on CFRU on Fishing with Boston, a 2-hour morning show, even though I was struggling getting up in the mornings. It'd be so many mornings I'd be struggling to get up for that show. But I'd get up, bike in here.
Doing it live. I love that.
Coming in, doing it live, morning show, 9 to 11, right before Democracy Now!, which was a great slot, drive time slot. It was, and it was a great thing to get me focused on doing and I would have lots of guests on the show, and it got me connected with the community here, and that's where things turned around for me, was getting the show going, Fishing with Boston show, getting connected with the arts community here, and then eventually the Unique Abilities shows came along through the work I was doing with Unique Abilities people, and then those shows started happening, and then the ball really started rolling. But CFRU is such an important place for me, and it's one of my biggest passions. But it's part of a community passion kind of thing.
And it's amazing how things tend to like flower and spread here, eh? Like you can just start with one show and one idea, and then you meet people, and then suddenly you're bringing in other worlds. And
yes,
I see that happen all the time. And it just makes me excited to continue on this path. It's like, who knows where I'm gonna, like, I could probably make another show someday. Is it gonna be the Passion Show forever? Who knows?
I mean, I don't want the Passion Show to stop.
No, I think I could do the show forever, but maybe one day, like, I've only ever...
Second show.
That, exactly.
I don't want
like,
the
maybe
Passion
one
Show
day
to
I would
stop.
love to do, like, a...
This is such a great show.
I really appreciate that. And I feel the same way. Like, a big reason I put so much effort into this show is because I agree with it, you know?
Yeah, it seems like it works for you and the guests. The guests always seem to be having a great time. I'm having a great time right now.
I'm happy to
Hopefully
hear
the
it.
listeners are. They look like they are. So
Oh, yeah.
make
Hey,
sure
guys.
they're-
You having
Hey,
fun?
guys.
You are? Oh, sweet. Perfect. My beautiful silent guests or listeners. Yeah, like, a big reason I do this show is because, and the way that the show is because I love giving people the opportunity to come do something that they would never do and be on the radio.
Yeah.
And I love documenting people in that way. And yeah, I feel lucky and grateful. I've never made this gratitude on the show, but this is a good gratitude. I'm grateful that I have a show that can do that for people, that can like stretch out and welcome people in, and it's not just my own thing. And I'm grateful that I believe in my own thing. You know, I feel like there's a lot of artists out there who struggle with that,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
it's a totally valid struggle, but I don't have that struggle. I like this show. This is a great show. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep doing it forever,
Yeah, it is. I mean, I love it. So what
as long as there's people.
gave you the idea to do the Passion Show? I'm curious about that.
So I'm not sure I've ever talked about this on the show. This is a good question. I was driving. It's not a very exciting story at all. I had been told by Byron to be. I mean, you know what? Yeah, that's underselling it. This is an interesting story.
Well, Byron's involved, so
Yeah,
it's already
Byron's
getting
involved.
interesting.
You know what? I can tell it in an interesting way. What I don't myself. Me and Byron were sitting at a place called Skyland, which is this amazing plateau near the Cargill factory.
Okay, yep.
Beautiful place. It's way up high in the air by the Airmost River and the Cargill factory. You can see it's probably 4 or 5 kilometers away from the basilica, but you can see it from there.
Yep.
It's just this beautiful prairie, and we're sitting in the grass.
I know what you're talking about.
You know where I'm talking
I've walked
about.
my dog there.
Amazing. Isn't it the best?
Yeah.
We're up there in tall grass. It would have been spring 2024. And we were talking about music. And I was talking about a song called Thousands of Hours of Birds, which is a great song. I don't remember who it's by. And Byron said, Wizard, the way you talk about that song, it's so nice. I want to hear that on the radio. And I was like, that's a funny connection for you to make, Byron, but okay, I'll think about that. And so then I was thinking about making a music show, but I was like, I love music, but I think I don't know if I can commit to that type of show.
Right.
If I have enough to say, if I even want to be in a radio station by myself, just like playing songs and talking about it. When I love that kind of radio, I listen to that all the time.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know if that is a match for me as a person. So I was thinking about it. And then I was driving to Kincardine, which is where my parents live, to see them.
I love Kincardine.
Kincardine, great town, eh? It's brilliant.
I've gone there a lot through my childhood. And
Show it's to Blinky the lighthouse.
Yeah, the lighthouse. And it's
Station Beach, Boiler Beach.
the beach, everything, the nature
everything.
there. So speaking of nature,
Oh,
the nature trails
beautiful
there.
trails there.
Yeah.
Penetango River.
do you know
glorious.
that? Do you know that tree with the face in the forest?
Wait, what?
In Kincardine.
I went to high school there, and I don't know about a tree with a face.
So there's a
I gotta look this
trail
up.
that goes off from, you go across the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
and then like you're going out of Kincardine on
Yeah.
the side that has the bridge.
There's
Those trails that are on the left hand side. There's like a little barn kind of thing in a parking lot, and that trail starts there.
Yep.
And it spreads into other trails.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tree with a face off one of those trails, and you can find it. I've found it several times. It depends how much time you have to look for it, but it's like a magical tree. So
That's awesome.
you would like it.
I'll need I know the parking lot you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the trail starts there, and then it's in off of one
I'll
of
need
those
to
trails.
look for this in the summer.
Yeah, there's this old tree
Mental
and it has
note.
a face on it.
Find the
I have a
magic tree
picture of
with
it. I
face.
can show you.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
But I was driving to Kincardine, and I was just listening to radio thinking, like, okay, this is something I could do, but what would it be about? And then it was a pretty natural, I think I came up with the name and everything, the whole pitch on that car ride. I was like, this is what I like. Like, I've been asking people, like, my go-to question is, what are you passionate about, for years?
Already you had that.
Yep. There's actually a note on my phone.
This is a very interesting story.
Yeah, right?
Most people don't have that as their go-to when they meet people or talk to people. Most people aren't going to be...
I like how intense it is. I've always liked that it's just like, okay, straight to the point. What do you love?
Yeah. And you probably get a lot... You learn about people so much faster that way.
There's a note on my phone that I was talking about with Mercury, my previous guest. And she was... telling me that she had this memory that I had showed her a note on my phone where the title of it was Passions, and then it was a bunch of people, and I would like ask people what they're passionate about and write it down. And I guess I'd show that to her years ago, and I forgot about this, and I went on my phone, and I was like, yeah, is that real? I go on my phone onto the notes app, and I type in Passions, and there it is. It is a note from 2017, 9 years ago, called Passions, with a bunch of just like silly, just like name and then the thing they're passionate about.
Wow.
It's like, wow, Mercury, you just unlocked a crazy little bit of the Passion Show with Wizard lore for me.
This is a really cool story. Going from Byron with the Thousand Birds song into your drive to Kincardine, coming up with this, and this has been your go-to thing. That's a really cool evolution to the...
Yeah, and it just landed. It just came together. It's amazing how quickly like, you send one email to CFRU and they're just immediately on it, and so like gentle and welcoming the process. That was a really good
time. Probably CFRU was on kind of like a rebound from the pandemic, losing shows and programmers not wanting to come in because of the lockdowns, and getting momentum going again, and also to get good spoken word shows has always been a little bit harder, I think. Yeah. And they probably were getting the sense of, we have potential here on a good spoken word show. Let's get this rocking.
I know there's another show. There's a movie discussion show that I listen to.
Adam Donaldson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a Daymate show. That's prior to the Griffin Sports Show with Boss Taylor. Oh, and they work together at a grocery store, just like Double D. Different grocery store. He works at a grocery store.
We're all connected. All this is a good grocery. Maybe that's our through line. Grocery stores.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
No, that's important. Well, I mean, it's all.
Taylor's always excited when he sees Adam at the grocery store.
I love that. But yeah, I love the spoken word show. It feels good to fill that niche on CFRU.
I'm happy to be on one. I do. So the sports show is half spoken word kind of and half music. But a lot of times I wish I had more spoken word stuff going on, because a lot of times I'm just doing music. I shouldn't say just doing music, but
music is sweet. We love music.
Yeah, it's one of my big passions, and I thought we would talk about it. But I mean, we've had enough stuff to talk about.
I mean, we certainly have, but we got a little less than 10 minutes yet on the show. This one has flown by.
Yeah, it's definitely flying by. I figured it would, just from listening. When I listen, it flies by.
Yeah.
It's such a natural, effortless type of show.
I appreciate that. That's what I'm going for. Like, I like the flow of it. Every time, and I get, you're a repeat listener, so you'll know that, like, the majority of people I get on this show do not have radio experience.
Yes, yeah.
That's something I like about it. It's that, like I said earlier, I like bringing in people who would never do this otherwise, and make it, say, here you go, here's a document of yourself as you are right now that you can refer to in a decade, and isn't that sweet? But the reason I'm bringing this up is because it's part of my spiel with people when they come in here and they're all nervous, as I say. The first 5 minutes are going to feel weird, and you're going to look at that clock and you're going to see that it says 5 minutes, and you're going to feel like, oh my God,
how am I going to get
through another hour?
Yeah.
Then I say, you're going to look at that clock, and two minutes after that, it's going to say 55. Yeah. It won't have been 2 minutes. It will have been an hour.
Yeah.
And that's the flow state that we're going for. And that's just the power of passion. I think, like, the topic itself is what makes it like that.
Yes.
If you're excited and happy to talk about something, then that's like what language is for. That's why we talk.
Yeah.
We get in that flow state and it just flies by.
And I find the shows I do too, the focus being the passion these people are exploring. Same thing. It goes by so fast. The time is an interesting thing relative to passion is something that impacts time a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Perception of time. Passion has a huge implication on
I agree.
the passing of time.
And it's like flow states and timeless time. This is something that comes up at outdoor school a lot.
Yeah.
Like we love outdoor school. We love what we do. But what we really love is when those days fly by in an instant. Because it means that time went away.
Yeah.
Because we were working on something and the kids were running around and the day flies by. Those days that feel long are days that are lacking that flow.
Yes.
And it's funny, the things that you love should go by quickly because you take yourself out of the constrictions of time.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that feedback. I like that show has an effect on you.
It does, yeah. That's
way.
from a listening experience. So you went to high school in Kincardine?
Yeah, I sure did.
That fascinates me.
KDSS, baby.
That fascinates me. I've always had, because I would go to Kincardine in the summers to my mom's friend's cottage. We didn't have a cottage, like a family cottage, but her friend did, and we would go there. So
I had an identical experience. Not in Kincardine, but yeah, all of my cottage experiences are friends' parents' cottages.
So you can identify it.
Yeah.
But I spent a lot of time in Kincardine, and I always sort of idealized it as like kind of like this cool beach town where like skateboarders, and even if you're into surfing, stuff that where I was from you don't get to do, right? And it was just such a different ecosystem socially and with the geography of it. It was so different. The vibe was so different. It's a small town. I'm used to that because I'm from rural small town Ontario. But it was so different in so many ways, and I used to fantasize about it all the time and think about just how different things would be if I lived in a place like that for some reason, and not in a good way or a bad way. It's
like a what if kind of thing.
Yeah, it's very different.
I always felt that way about my friends who grew up in cities.
Yeah.
Like, what would I be like if I went to a high school with 1,000 people instead of a high school with 250 people?
Yeah. Is that how small the Kincardine High School is?
At its smallest, it was around that size.
Wow.
My graduating class had 80 people. And so, 80 times 4, it would be like about that.
It would be about that, yeah.
It was very tiny. But
because there's not enough stuff. So I went to Elmira High School, which is not too far from here. But it collects up a huge rural area where there's a lot of towns.
Yeah, a lot of tiny little
Elmira
hamlets
itself is already big enough that it's going to have a lot of people.
Yeah, Kincardine had the opposite problem where people were sending their kids all the way to Walkerton, which is like a 40-minute drive, just to not go to KDSS.
Really?
Yeah, KDSS. No, I have a lot. I love my high school. I had a great experience there. A lot of my teachers, it was because of the people, right? The teachers were good. My friends. I still have my high school friends on this radio show every now and then. I love those people.
Yeah.
So I like my high school, but man, those ceiling tiles would fall off, Like it was not it was not a beautiful school.
Right. I've seen it. I've seen it. I rode my bike around it. Yeah, because I like to bike ride around through Kincardine.
Big, heinously ugly building, but in my heart it is beautiful.
Yeah.
So Kincardine, interesting place. I'm very grateful to have grown up there.
That's where I got passionate about spicy chicken wings. Do you remember a place called Gillies? This might be before you.
Gillies Feedlot? Oh yeah.
Like it's like
It's bar down now.
But it's not Gillies anymore.
I love Gillies.
But that's where I got obsessed, and I am obsessed with hot chicken wings.
That's awesome.
I
also love chicken
my
wings.
whole life, and that's where I had my first ever suicide wings. And I remember wanting to order them, and I was like a little kid, and my mom was like, "What?" She just was even uncomfortable that they were called suicide wings. The name of them. She was like, "What? No, you get not my little guy. He's not gonna do a suicide thing." You know, if it's just chicken wings.
It's just chicken wings, Mom. It's just chicken wings. They're just really hot.
She wasn't going to let me have them. And I was probably whining and crying, please,
so
I want the suicide wings at Gillies. And then, actually, I don't think she let me have them. And then my friend, who was the son of my mom's friend, Dallas, he got them for me. He took me in because he was able to drive. He was had just probably driver's license, but he took us in. I remember he took us to a movie one night. And at the theater there, which is a really cool old theater.
Yeah.
and Gillies is not far from there, right?
It's right across the street.
Yeah,
basically.
and he was like, you can get the suicide wings, buddy.
That's so funny.
And ever since then, I've been obsessed with. I feel uncomfortable about talking about a meat thing because I'm not that big into meat, and I've been vegetarian for periods of my life. But like honestly, like the hot wings is one of the things that like ruined my attempts there.
I'm a big. I have some friends that I go to Baker Street Station every Monday. They got half price wings.
Oh, okay.
I'm always munching those wings. I'm a big wings enjoyer.
So I will give a plug for my favorite hot wings in Guelph.
Yeah.
At the Fat Duck.
Okay.
I discovered them recently.
I've heard.
Oh, they're mind blowing. They're so hot, but the flavor profile is very complex, and there's a lot of flavor. It's cool when it's not just about being hot, when there's a really complex flavor profile as well.
You know, past and future guests Rachel and John Holland are part of my chicken wing posse.
Yeah.
Perhaps on some Monday we'll have to go to Fat Duck instead of
They have a wing night, and it is Tuesday, I think.
Okay, maybe we can double up then, Monday into Tuesday.
I would go to Fat Duck with you for hot wings if you wanted.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I would love to do that. Magda likes them there too. She would be down for that.
Perfect. Awesome. Maybe we can get Chicho. Have a whole big chicken wing experience. We're at the end of the show.
All right. Oh, I'm fine. Okay, I'm uncomfortable talking about a meat thing, but I'm happy to end it on hot wings.
Hot wings, and
I'm growing I'm passionate about plants. We'll leave it at this. I'm growing a ton of different hot pepper plants, and I'm trying to make my own hot sauce.
Oh man, I love that.
So if I get something good, I'll try to. I'm trying to get the goat. My friend of mine has the ghost pepper that is the
I had a ghost pepper once. It was
the Casper
crazy.
Ghost Pepper. Do you know about this one? It's a white one. It was really hard for them to get it, and I'm trying to get a seed from them for next year. They're trying to grow them out. Then they'll have lots of seeds.
We'll have to get into botany discussion when you come back in season 8. We're in season 7 right now. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can totally come back on the show.
I would love to.
You're a natural fit. I think a lot of CFRU people are going to be like that.
Byron, we got to get.
Byron's coming back for sure.
I'm dying for that episode. I want to do a show with Byron about actually Fishnark, this artist that I really like, who is passionate about ecology and nature stuff. Yeah. And I want to do a cross show with Byron.
That's such a fit.
Where we have Fishnark. He's from the States, but call in and do like on To Know the Land, or just have Byron on a different show, whatever. But I want Byron to be part of it. It would be really cool.
That's a great idea. We've got 10 seconds about until to share our gratitudes.
All right. Well, I'm just going to say I'm passionate about the listeners.
I'm passionate about the listeners too.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the listeners. I'm grateful for you for being on the show. Grateful for Byron. I'm grateful for the world.
I'm grateful for you having me on the show.
Well, I'm grateful that you came in here and made it just the easiest passion show ever for me. This was a great one.
Not ever.
Maybe not ever. There have been some really easy ones. But this one was very easy because you are obviously a radio person.
Sick as frick.
So I've been Wizard.
I've been Leonard Sklosen, SENSIBOY.
And only love will stop the killing.
Only love will stop the killing.
Seul l'amour arrêtera le meurtre.
Only love.
Тільки кохання зупинить вбивство.